Going. Hello, everyone. I was here last week, and
I didn't get the memo.
But no. So we talked about this today, but obviously we just headed over to Arkansas and played Ouachita and played Henderson State. I think last time I was here speaking, we're talking about just the whole idea of just team and guys behind each other and just all the decisions and stuff that they can make and that I make it in my position to help us get there. Had some great conversations with some really key guys. I don't think that happened after I was here at the lunching and part of those one of those conversations, which I'm probably most excited about, was with probably our best player, most talented player, Adrian Motley, and it's one of those things where been charged with trying to help him grow, even though I'm his third coach in 3 years. It hit me New Year's Eve that night. I'm dreaming like, oh, what do I got to do? And then I woke up that morning about 7 o'clock when the office started scribbling, and I called him in and told him that as great as he is, his numbers aren't acceptable, and that we need more from him, blah blah blah, and in a very to be very excited about it, he just responded in the right way. And what I meant to him by his numbers, and you guys all know him, he's a phenomenal kid, is 18 points and 10 rebounds a night, but we keep losing. Means that he has to do more, maybe less on the scoring, maybe more on the rebounding, etc. But I also had pointed out to him, which I had kind of been keeping close to vest, just because you don't want to mess with your best player too much, that you're still shooting 40%. But that said, he took it to heart, and I think as our relationship is growing, what you saw this weekend, 27-9, 23-9, his first weekend, and/or double game weekends, that he shot over 50%, and he had a block and he took a charge, and in an effort to teach him about leadership. And the other message I told him, I said, you want to go play professional basketball? Well, me lying to you isn't going to help you get there. And so these are the realities, and this is where you can make these improvements. But I was really excited. Like I told the guys, I almost had to kind of be a little more, more angry after we lost to Ouachita. Was a winnable game for us. Their team, the biggest thing about that team, I actually think they're very similar to us as far as the kind of kids and the style of play. They run a lot of stuff in the half court, but they don't have that big stud right now. And so for us, it was a winnable game. Didn't know it till I got there, but as we were going through it, I knew we were better. But you're on the road, you're away from home, you still got to make some plays down the stretch. We were up 7 with 3-4 minutes. Do we run a few more plays here? Do we try and burn the clock? Do we get out of the zone? All those things kind of come to play, but we weren't able to finish that game. But I thought the effort overall as a team was there. Guys were really fighting hard to get it done, and they were upset for one of the first times after a loss. They were actually really upset. But that's part of me seeing them kind of turn the corner and buy into the we over me. But then that said, the next night at Henderson, in the next practice, the next night I'm like, okay, well, we got to get ready for Henderson. And then I was like, man, that was just an okay practice. So it's shoot around on Saturday. We played at 3. We had our shoot around at 11. I told them to get taped up, and we went hard for 45 minutes. And anything, it was all goals. We were running sprints, and again, it was a little bit of prepping, but where we took a big step forward, even the day of the game, going as hard as they were, for that hour, was no one walked away, no one quit, no one complained about it. And it was just an effort to say, hey, this is one more step we got to take to be tougher, to win on the road, to overcome some things, and that we can do it together. Well, Henderson's a pretty good team. Even in their second year, they got some good transfers from Memphis, from Mercer, from Alcorn State. Got 3 D1 transfers that are all contributing. The one from Memphis, their second leading scorer, we were able to take him out of the game early. But they do play really hard, and I thought our guys came out early, executing our plan, and we were up early, and then towards the second half, Henderson got a little more comfortable. They were able to cause some turnovers, and then the thing that hurt us both in Ouachita and the Henderson game was offensive rebounding. But we didn't fold. Second half, we hung around. We were able to climb back into the game late. Hunter came off the bench late in the game and to make a three and to tie it and to give us a shot going down the stretch. And if you watch the game or heard it, again, it's one of those choices you get to make, but we're down 2 and there's 15 seconds left and we make the decision to go for the win on the road. And so Cody gets a good look. He had had a solid game shooting the ball. He's our best shooter. He gets a good look. He misses. We kind of get a chance for a tip in. End of the day, we end up losing that game. But again, what stuck out to me, with all that whole hoopla is about, is we walk in the locker room again. Guys are upset, which I appreciate seeing them care more. And then 2. And he could have said anything. Adrian Molly turns to Hunter and says, "Big time shot." That was a big shot, Hunter, which Hunter needed to hear because he wants to help us. They didn't complain. They didn't kind of turn on each other. They didn't say, "Oh, look at where we're at." I really do think we're starting to turn the corner again over the we over me, and just the team aspect that it's going to take for us to not just win a game, but win consecutive games and have a winning culture. So offensive rebounding was an issue in both games. A lot of times that's directly related to just effort. And that's where some of those other teams may have us as we grow. They're just a little bit more identifying with what all the little things they need to do to win. But it's an area that I know we're going to be able to shore up, coming home. And it's nice. 5 of our next 7 games are in Pierceville. And so if we were going to make a move here, and Adrian said it after the game, he's like, "Man, we just need one break. We just need one break." And and then I reminded them yesterday in practice, we make our own breaks. And so it's just every day, your focus, your attitude. And so I'm excited to be here. Same schedule as the women, but 5 of our next 7 are at home. It's a grind, 5 games in 10 days. But we do have depth. We do have some guys that haven't played as much that I know can contribute, but it's been more the making sure they put the work in, make sure that they're ready to go, that you may see her over the next 5 games. Again, I think we're in a position to really kind of start to turn the corner, having some home games and really understanding who we are even more. So excited, everyone's healthy. I think everybody's mind's getting to where it needs to be. We're just gonna kind of keep the foot on it. Any questions?
What about this 6'10" kid that you were going to try to get a visit from? Are we still after him?
He's not that tall. That's close though. Yeah, no, he Trayvon Andrews. I mean, he's a big time kid, and so I'm really working that he's not going to come here at Christmas. Just his father's health issues, which is what kept him from coming on his visit. But my people around him, and then I'm constantly talking to him. He's been real responsible. Everybody in the country's hitting him up, but he's really, just because of his connection, he's really just kind of focused on us. I think we're going to have a great shot at him, but my assistants are out there, and myself, we're continuing to connect with people that we know to make sure that when that time comes, we have a really good recruiting class. The one thing I think that very well could happen that I don't think you've had a lot here is we may very well have 2 or 3 foreign kids. To whether it be to get bigger, to get more athletic, to become even better at shooting the ball. But there are some really quality both transfers as well as international players that I think again will help. That'll love Alpha more importantly, but that bring a specific skill. And part of that skill is just doing what you're told, just working your butt off, doing what you're told, and being appreciative. So I'm excited about the names that we have on our board and kids that we're going to have an opportunity to get here to Alpha. So, awesome, thanks.